Have you ever wondered what happens when a mother's love turns into a force of reckoning? Today, I'm sharing a gripping story of a woman who endured betrayal from the son she raised, only to reclaim her power in a way that will leave you stunned. Get ready for a tale of heartbreak, courage, and justice. In a modest home filled with memories, a mother named Sarah faced a nightmare no parent expects. Her son, Daniel, once a sweet boy who held her hand tightly in crowded markets, had grown into a man she barely recognized. Now married and consumed by ambition, he treated her not as a mother but as a servant. One evening, over a simple meal, he lashed out, striking her not once, but twice, because the soup lacked salt. Her lips bled, the bowl shook, and his eyes gleamed with cruel entitlement. "My wife's coming tomorrow," he barked. "Hide it all. Smile." Then he walked away, as if her pain was invisible. Sarah wasn't just furniture to be moved or broken. She was the woman who raised him through hardship, her gentle hands guiding him when life was unkind. But Daniel had let arrogance fester, mistaking her quiet strength for submission. Over time, his words cut deeper than blades, his temper a storm she couldn't predict. When he married, her role as mother vanished. She became the one who cooked, cleaned, and endured his growing cruelty. That night, as the sting of his slap lingered, something inside her shattered, not her spirit, but her silence. She didn't weep. Tears surrender power, and Sarah was done surrendering. Sitting at the kitchen table, tasting the blood on her lips, she began to plan. She knew Daniel's weaknesses: his obsession with status, his desperate need for approval from his boss, a man of integrity who despised dishonor. Sarah had listened during countless dinners as Daniel boasted about his boss's values, unaware she was storing every detail like ammunition. The next morning, while Daniel fussed over his appearance, Sarah set her plan in motion. She arranged the dining table perfectly, as he demanded, but not for his wife's visit. This was for a different audience. When Daniel left for work, shouting orders, she nodded calmly, her smile hiding the storm within. He thought he'd won, but the battle was just beginning. Sarah gathered her evidence, photos of her bruises, a recording of Daniel's venomous threats, and a letter plain, unembellished, a mother's truth laid bare. She delivered it to his boss's office, and signed. The truth didn't need her name to cut deep. That morning, Daniel strode into work expecting praise, perhaps a promotion. Instead, he faced the open envelope on his boss's desk. The photos, the recording, his own voice betraying him. His face drained of color, his confidence crumbling as his boss's disgust burned through him. Sarah wasn't there to witness it, but she didn't need to be. She could picture his panic, his excuses falling apart. At home, she served tea to his wife, her bruises concealed, her hands steady. When Daniel returned that evening, his face was ashen, his steps heavy. He stood in the doorway, staring at her, knowing she had undone him. No words were needed, her calm eyes said everything. In the days that followed, his world unraveled. His boss's contempt spread through the office, colleagues whispered, and his wife began asking questions he couldn't answer. The career he'd built on cruelty collapsed, and Sarah watched, silent and patient, as he reaped what he sowed. She felt no regret. Regret is for those who wish they'd chosen differently, and Sarah's choice was flawless. He wanted her to hide his shame, to smile through the pain. Instead, she exposed him, letting the world see the man behind the mask. The boy she once cradled, who became a monster, was brought low not by strangers, but by the mother who gave him life. In her quiet kitchen, sipping tea where he once struck her, Sarah found peace. She saw not the slap, but his pale face in that office, stripped of power. This is a story of a mother's love twisted by betrayal, and her strength to reclaim justice. Have you ever faced a moment where silence became your greatest weapon? Share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more stories that stir the soul. Until next time, keep believing in the power within you.